Hey folks, and welcome back, and in today's video we'll be looking into this ESP32 Cam board. So we will program this using ESPHome and then connect this to Home Assistant, wherein we will see a live view of this. Now this board just cost around €5 and you can do a number of applications with this particular camera. So finally we will look into this 160 degrees lens that I have put on this particular board. So we will start off with the default lens and then afterwards upgrade it to this 160 degrees view. Once you have this particular board, what we need to do is we need to go to this ESPHome. Now, if you have not done the ESPHome setup in Home Assistant, then I have a video somewhere here wherein I have shown you how to do the ESPHome setup in Home Assistant OS, as well as if you're running Home Assistant as a Docker container. So both the setups I have shown it in that video here. So now, considering you have ESPHome setup already on your side, what we will do is we will now first create this particular new device here. So I'm going to click on this and then I get this model and I'm going to click on continue here. Now I'm going to give this a name like ESP32 Cam. You can give any name. I'm just giving it ESP32 Cam and say next. Now here I'm going to select ESP32 and this will actually now create a configuration. So now we are not going to install this particular configuration, but actually let's look into how we can actually change this configuration. So let's go to edit and then after that we are going to now look at the configuration here. So here we see that the Wi-Fi setup is also done here. We have the encryption key for Home Assistant API to communicate, and then after that we're going to add some configuration here. So now I have this particular configuration. I'm going to add it here. So now this is the configuration for the ESP32 Cam. Let me zoom in a bit. So now this is the configuration that we need in order to configure this particular board with this particular camera here. Now this particular configuration, you don't have to screen read it. I will provide this configuration into the article that I will link into the description below, so that you can take this configuration and then use it for your ESP32 Cam. Now this is the configuration that we have. Now if you want to play around with the resolution of the camera, you can add this resolution property, and by default it is set to this particular resolution. Now if you want, you can change this to a different resolution depending on your liking. As of now, I will just keep this as a default value. So I'm going to remove this resolution property and let's actually install this. So let's click on install, manual download and modern font. So now this will take a little bit of time for it to compile and create this particular binary file for us that we need to then load onto our ESP32 Cam board. So now this has actually completed the compilation. Let's save this generated file now. And now what we are going to do, we are going to actually put this particular file onto our ESP32 board. So for this, we need to go to the web.esphome.io. So this is a web interface through which we can actually provide it the file, and this will actually help us to put it onto our ESP32 board. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this to my laptop. But while connecting to my laptop, first what I need to do is, now if you have this flasher board along with the ESP32 Cam board, then you will have this particular button called as IO0. So you need to press this IO0 button and then connect this particular USB to your computer. If you don't have this IO0 button on your flasher, what you could do is you need to connect your IO0 pin from here to the ground pin on the board. So this will then allow you to move into the flashing mode. And then while these two pins are connected, you connect this particular board using USB to your computer. Now I have connected this board to the computer while pressing this particular button. And after connecting it, I left this particular button. So now this is already into the flashing mode. So now I'm going to click on the connect button here and select this particular USB device. Next, I'm going to select install and say choose file. And then finally, I'm going to click on install. Now, if it doesn't go into the erasing mode and then starts installing, that means it has not gone into the flashing mode. So you will have to press either the IO0 button or you have to connect the IO0 pin on your board to the ground pin. Okay. So now this will take a little bit of time. So let's go to the end. So we have now installed this configuration onto our ESP32 Cam board. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this and I'm going to connect it to a power source. So I'm going to just connect it back again, and now the cam board has come on. Now what we need to do is find out the IP address on which this particular cam board is running. So I have figured out what is the IP address for this particular board that is connected to my Wi-Fi right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings, and then I'm going to click on integrations. Let's actually reduce the size here, and then we have this ESPHome here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this ESPHome here, and I'm going to say add device. Now here you need to add the IP address of your ESP32 Cam, which is connected to your Wi-Fi right now. Now I have figured this out to be this particular address for me. So now this is the address of the ESP32 Cam board with which it has connected to my Wi-Fi. So keep the port 6053 and press submit. So now it has successfully configured it into our Home Assistant. So with this, we just saw how we can have an ESP32 Cam board connected to our Home Assistant. So now the main objective was to see what we can see from this particular camera, right? So let's click on this device here, and then you have this particular My Camera here. So now I'm going to click on this, and this is right now the view from the camera. So if you see, it is a bit dark. So because of the camera quality, it's a little bit of low quality, so that's the reason it's not very sharp. So now this is what we can see from the camera right now. Now how do we add this to the dashboard? You can directly click on add to dashboard and this will add to the dashboard, but let me show you how you can do this even using a particular card. So you need to go to your dashboard, click on edit dashboard, and now what you're going to do is click on this add card. So once you do this, you come down here to this picture entity, click on picture entity, and then from here you're going to select ESP32 camera. So once you select this, you can then set whether you want the camera view to be auto. That means only when you click, that's the time it will start showing you the live view, or you can continuously show the live view. So I'm going to say continuously show the live view, and I'm going to say save. So now if I pull this up here, this is right now the view from the camera right now. Now this was from this lens that I have right now. That is a 66 degrees lens right now. So now let's connect the 160 degrees lens that I have and see how it looks like. So I just connected the 160 degrees lens, and this is the 160 degree lens view, how it looks like. So you can see it has a wider angle with which you can see this particular view. So this is the 160 degrees lens that we have. Now if you want to buy this particular lens, it costs like around 4 or 5 euros. So I provided a link to this particular lens in the description below. Now to compare the lens, this is the lens that is there. So this is the 160 degrees lens, and this is the default one that I got. So this is the default lens, and I bought this particular 160 degrees lens. So this has a wider angle, that is the 160 degrees one, and this is how the two lenses look like.